Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So there's a lot of people out there right now, including myself, who are saying that we could be living through the next big golden era for the Second Amendment. And with the way things are playing out and the way things are shaping up, that is a very real possibility. And we have an opportunity here to overturn some of the worst gun control that we have currently in the country. Some of the things that people are asking for are for the NFA to be repealed, or at least silencers to be removed from the NFA. People are asking for national constitutional carry, or at least at minimum, national reciprocity. But how would these things affect people who live in, let's say, California, or maybe other states that are just as bad, like New York or Illinois? What would it do if we were able to repeal some of those laws at the federal level? Well, we're going to talk about that today. So let's get to it. Now, real quick before we get started, if you haven't watched any of my recent videos, you might not know that this channel has been nominated for a Gundie for Top 2A Voices of the Year. And that's really exciting because I've been doing this now for over a decade. But the thing is, I can't win without your support. So if you feel like I deserve a vote, I would really appreciate it. There's a link down in the description box. You can vote once per day, every single day until December 17th. And then we'll find out the results after that. But again, thank you all for all the support that you've shown me throughout the years. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so let's go and talk about what's going on here. Now, make no mistake, states like California could give a rat's ass what happens at a federal level. They will pass whatever law they feel is necessary, almost like a little mini country that does not recognize the Constitution. And we've seen it time and time again where they have passed laws that blatantly violate your constitutional rights, but they don't care because they know they have the support of the Ninth Circuit or the Seventh Circuit or the Fourth Circuit, and they know that if it gets challenged, it'll just bounce around the court system for the next 10 years, and they get to sit back while their law is being imposed. So with that being said, what would happen if, let's say, Congress passed the Shush Act or the Hearing Protection Act, and it was actually signed by the president, and these were removed from the NFA? Well, I can almost guarantee you that states like California would continue to ban them, even though they shouldn't be banned currently. A lot of people think that they're banned nationwide as it stands right now. They're not banned. They're just highly regulated. That's why you have to do the tax stamp and the background check and everything else. But you can still get them and people can still own them. It's just a matter of going through that, rigorous unconstitutional process. So as it stands right now, there are millions of these in private hands across the country, and they are in private hands for lawful purposes. So they are protected by the Constitution. And so what would happen is, if they were removed from the NFA, that would open a floodgate of lawsuits in states like California. So while I don't see any change happening immediately in states that ban them, I do think in the long run, we would be able to overturn the laws that ban them in those states. So again, while the rest of the country would see immediate benefit, I think that it would take some time, but just like magazines and other things, it would have to go through the court process. But in the end, I think in the end game, I think that you would see those laws get overturned in those states. So let's bump it up on the freedom scale just a little bit here and say that the NFA gets repealed altogether. Well, it would pretty much mean the same for these other states. While all of those items that were previously regulated under the NFA would be perfectly legal to everybody else who lives in a free state, for those people that live in states that love to regulate things, I think that you would see those same regulations remain in place. There would be the same bans, and we would have to just start fighting everything in court. So really not much would change in states like California and New York, unfortunately, if the NFA was repealed completely. So the next 4 years should be really interesting. There should be a lot to talk about. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, that little bell notification to let you know when new videos come out, because we need to make sure that we continue to put the pressure on them to make sure that the things that we want to get done actually get done. And while they might only benefit part of the country immediately, it will open the door to allow us to fight back against these unconstitutional laws in these different states. So anyway, this is more just a topic of conversation. I've been getting some questions lately and I wanted to cover that with you guys. So anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.